Yo, this is CG Ruthless, and my special guest will be the University of Troy defensive lineman, and we're going to discuss this episode, but we're going to put the intro in right now.
Oh, this is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome another Troy defensive lineman, but this time his name is Shakel Brown. How's it going, bro?
How are you doing?
How's it going, bro? It must be nice, man. Just another Troy, but another guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got some dogs on that team, man. That's all that means.
Yes, sir. But interesting. I think you met with the Niners not too long ago, right? A few days ago?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, that's tight, man. How did that visit went?
It actually went pretty well, man. I like the facilities, like the coaches. Met a lot of players because by the time I came, it was the off-season training had just started. So it definitely was a great experience, man, to get up there. My first time being in Cali, so that was definitely a great experience.
Oh, that's nice. So speaking of yourself, what got you into football at an early age?
So what's crazy is, like, I played football, like, really my whole life, like backyard football, stuff like that. But I kind of didn't play football, though, until, like, really 12th grade of high school. I didn't, like, 9th grade to 12th grade, I kind of stopped playing, and then I picked it back up again my senior year, the spring of my junior year going into my senior year. I was just a basketball player, man. So that's a part of the story that a lot of people don't know.
Oh, so you started off basketball more, so you were more of a late bloomer in high school. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Sometimes you get natural at the position and all that stuff, but was there like any other offers or any other schools that recruited you, or was it just the other schools in general?
So out of high school, I didn't really grade, so my offers wasn't really there. So I had to go to junior college. I actually went to 3 different junior colleges, though. So I went to 2 of them in Kansas. I went to Highland and Independence, and then I transferred. I walked on to my last one, which was Itawamba Community College, Mississippi. So before I came, I had contacted the coaches, so they knew I was coming or whatnot. So I had like a little private workout, worked out. And then before I got there, they were saying, like, it's no scholarship money, this, that, and the third. So when I came, after I did the workout or whatever, all of a sudden, it's just a little money now, for me to be on scholarship. You know how that goes. So, but yeah, I had to go to junior college. So just played 1 year of junior college and ended up committing to Troy from there.
Oh, that's good, man. So you went to junior college, and you know how they say going to junior college is the hard work route, man. You have to, like, put all the work in.
Yes, sir. Definitely, man. Definitely was hard, but I'm glad I did take that route, though.
Yeah, it's a humble experience, especially for some of them that go from a junior college to go to a university, man. It goes a long way. So what made you was it like after you were done with junior college, was there another offer besides Troy or no?
Yeah, I had different offers. I had UMass, Louisiana Tech, Louisiana Lafayette, like different like little schools that I had. Tulane, or I had Toledo, Southern Illinois. So I had a couple decent offers out of JUCO, but Troy was like the most consistent. All right, so I was trying to make sure I'm going somewhere, where I don't have to leave again. That was my main thing. I had already been to 3 schools, and going into my 4th, I wanted that to be my last one. I was like, I'm done moving. I'm trying to get somewhere and be stable. So those guys were consistent. Those guys, showed that they wanted me to, and I was gonna be their guy. And it was kind of inevitable for me to choose Troy. It just felt like the right decision for me.
Yeah, they could develop some good defensive linemen. They got some good programs, like I ain't gonna lie. But man, a journeyman from 3 JUCO college, and then all it took was one opportunity for you to get from Troy, dude. So you must have took full advantage of it, and it had to be fun to go from Troy, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, like Troy's a small city, so I'm from Miami, Florida. So I'm not really used
The
to
parties.
yeah, I'm not used to the small towns and stuff, but I kind of needed that. Keep my mind, keep myself focused. Learn how to just become a man. So during that time, I learned how to mature. I matured. I became a man there. But it definitely was great being able to be at Troy, though. I definitely developed into the person I am today from being there.
Yeah, it had to be a lot different from going from a nice city of Miami going to a smaller city in Alabama, right?
Yeah, it was definitely like a big difference, man. All the food options was different. All the things to do on your spare time was different. So it definitely was a big transition, but it kind of was easy though because I was used to it. I had already been to 3 different JUCOs. I spent a year in Mississippi, Fulton, Mississippi, like which was even smaller than Troy. So I was kind of used to it by then. It was no problem for real.
Yeah, different areas, huh? So I heard Mississippi has like the best soul food. I don't know if that's true.
But I had never like got to the areas where it was at. I kind of was in my area only. So like I area to go get any other soul food, and I don't even know. I couldn't answer that for you.
No, but one of the guys that I interviewed a while ago, like he played at Mississippi State, and he told me that's the best soul food you're gonna get over there. And I'm like, I never been down that state, so going from Alabama, so Alabama must be a lot different than Florida when it comes to the food culture. Huh?
It definitely is. It's some good food there, but you always biased to the state that you're from. I'm from Florida, so I always feel like Florida got the best food. Like it's not.
Yeah, you like that Spanish food, that Mexican Cuban stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I like the Cuban bread, man. Like the Mexican food, all that stuff, man. I'm pretty big on that stuff. Definitely for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely like if it ever comes down to the West Coast, man, you're gonna like the Mexican food down the West Coast also. I mean, there's a lot of good over there.
Yes, sir. Definitely got it out.
So, what was it just like when you first started coming to Troy? What was the commodity like when you came with that defensive line group?
So when I first got with the group, it was kind of like they welcomed me in with open arms. It was like never a time where anybody made me feel any type of way. That was with the whole program. But I was able to just get in and just be a part of the goal that we had. The goal was for us to be the best D line in the country. Our first 2 years we were definitely like the top. Definitely like this past season we were definitely the top. I think we was like number 5 or 6 in the nation in sacks or something like that. We ended off for like almost 40 sacks, if not 40 sacks on the season. And it was not that many teams ahead of us. So that should be like, a testament to the brotherhood we had. We believed in each other and we trusted each other. We was able to, have a successful season. But it definitely started early on. Like, as soon as I got there, it was like, I just kind of followed along with the guys, and then I did my part. This is really all you got to do. You go to Detroit, man.
Yeah, you gotta, how you have to build that commodity, build that brotherhood, and you have to build that chemistry with each other where you guys are on the same page with everything. So it had to be fun joining around this other group of players, right?
Yes, sir. It definitely was, man. Those my brothers forever, man. I love those guys, man.
Yeah. What was it like just playing with Carlton Marshall and then playing with Will Cholo on the field?
Man, those guys are competitors, man. You just know when you got those type of guys on the field with you, you just know like it's not really much you have to worry about. So, like I know of a guy get to the second level, he not finna get far because we got Carlton Marshall, man, on that second level of the
tackling machine out there.
So I know he flying around. It done been times he done ran into me trying to get tackles. He done took tackles from me, man. So it's like I know that guy everywhere, man. He just gonna do his best, to leave it out on the field every single play. So and definitely Will Cholo, man. I learned a lot from that guy. He been a All-American since since he got there, man. So it's like you gotta be able to pick his brain and learn different things. He's not only a great player, he's also a great person, man. As just one of my close friends. We talk things like that. Especially now during his journey. We both trying to get the opportunity to go to the NFL. But he's a great person, man. Always was like teaching me different things. I teach him different things if he asks. But we definitely had a great relationship though.
Oh yeah, he seemed like a really good dude. Just from talking to him on the interview weeks ago, this guy would just talk about how much he wants to improve his game. And when you look at your style of game, who do you model your game after, or who was a player you grew up watching?
So growing up, man, it was like a lot of different players I always watch, but definitely like as of late, I've been watching like Malik Collins, Chris Jones, like guys who do that different things. Of course, you watch Aaron Donald. You got to watch Aaron Donald.
Of course.
That's a no-brainer for sure. But definitely those three guys are definitely guys that I like to, model my game after. I kind of like to use power a little more than finesse a lot. So Chris Jones is mostly a person that I really watch because he's a big guy who like to just, overpower people. And that's definitely like something I want to bring to the NFL, when I get my opportunity. But definitely those guys right there.
Yeah, you got that strength to use to your advantage. You're about 6'5", 300 something pounds. I mean, you got that monster mentality, man. You look like you can just use that body strength that God's given you, and you can just get past them. I mean, I can see a guy of your size, man. That's what you got to use your size to the advantage if you could do that.
Yeah, sir, definitely, man. That's definitely the idea, man, and the plan. I'm definitely gonna bring that to any NFL team that pick me up.
Yeah, absolutely. So you made your leap from your previous year where you probably barely registered a sack, but I think you went from 4 sacks this season, right?
Yeah, I went for 4. Supposed to be like 6, man. A couple with TFLs.
Oh wow, they took that stat away.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
But it's all good though. But yeah, I jumped at half a sack in 2021, and I had 4 this season. So definitely the production definitely increased in all categories of my game.
Yeah. So why should any other NFL team draft you?
I feel like I'm bringing a guy who's not gonna quit. A guy who's ready to work, ready to learn. From different people. And I'm just gonna give him all, man. I'm a great locker room guy. Never had a problem with any of my teammates. So I'm bringing in someone who could just fit in anywhere. And a guy who's just ready, man. I'm ready for any opportunity that come my way. Definitely blessed to be here. And I'm just prepared, man. I'm ready. That's really it. Just ready.
Yeah, I can see why. You got that good character. You're just happy to be here. That's just the attitude I like right there. You can just tell. I can just tell right from the face, bro. You're just happy to be here.
Sure.
Whatever team takes a chance on you, you'll just be glad to be here.
Exactly, yes, sir. Give them all. Make sure they don't regret their pick, or I go undrafted. Make sure they don't regret picking me up on their team. So that's definitely the goal for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a tricky question, and I want to see if you get this in a good question, man. Which team would you like to be drafted in, and why?
Going through a process like this, you can't really say a specific team, but I really don't have a favorite NFL team. It's kind of hard for me to really pick a team that I would actually want to go to. But like I said earlier, I'll be blessed to go to any team. It's really not one specific team I want to play for. You always have family members who oh, this is my favorite team. This is my favorite team. I want you to go here. And then in their mind, you could choose where you want to go, but it's not that simple all the time, how they think. But definitely just any team that want to give me an opportunity, man. That's a great fit for me. So any team I go to, I need it to be a great fit for me, as far as scheme wise. I want to be able to excel in this system, so I can be able to be successful and further my career with my play. But that's just my main goal right there. Take a chance on me.
I like that answer because one, you're straightforward and you're just happy to be on whatever team gets you. So you don't need to pick. So I've actually interviewed quite a few other guys, and they kind of gave me their favorite teams they wanted to play for. But for this answer, this is the best answer.
Yes,
So,
sir.
see, that tells you you're just looking forward to it. But so outside of football, what does Shaquille Brown does off the field?
So I'm really kind of boring, man. I really don't do much, man. I really just relax and chill, play video games, the normal things.
The Madden?
Now actually what's crazy, I don't play Madden. Like a lot of people always ask me like, why don't you play Madden? But Madden is not really like one of my favorite games. I didn't really grow up playing Madden. I play 2K. Like, that's really the only game I play.
Oh, like the Dreamcast 2K?
No. No, the like the newer one.
Well,
Like 2K23. So that's what I'm on right now. Got me, playmaking shot creative build. So I definitely be on the game a lot. But right now I'm down in Temple still training and stuff with my trainer. So for the most part though, I just relax, watch TV. I'm real big into TV shows and stuff like that. Like Hour, things like that. So that's really what I do for the most part. Just relax, chill.
What's your go-to TV shows, man, if you don't mind?
Right now it's Power, Snowfall, but Snowfall just ended. Power's still on, so I watch that every week. So those two are my top right now. Just waiting for my other one, to come back on.
Yeah, we all got to be excited for those shows. I mean, the one show I usually enjoy watching that's kind of new, that's still kind of relevant right now, is Cobra Kai. I think it's one of like the most interesting shows.
Yes, sir. I definitely watched like the first 2 seasons of Cobra Kai. I haven't watched it since. I need to get back into it though. I see there's new episodes that just came out recently, so I need to that.
Yeah, you got to check the ones with all the other old characters that come from the original movie. They all come in like differently, so it's like it's got some good interesting with the sequels, like the new generation, but it's always it's those old other individuals that teach them the way and all that stuff. So it kind of gets interesting. So that's a show I definitely tune in every now and then. But Power, I've heard about that show. I think I've seen how dramatic it can be on the show, but it's got some good endings to it and all that stuff. So so how many teams have you met with during this process?
So I met with a ton of teams. Like as far as Zoom wise, I met with a ton of teams, but in person only the Dolphins and the 49ers. But I've worked out for different teams. I've had different Zooms with different teams. It's probably about 6 teams I haven't really had contact with. So I probably had contact with a ton. With definitely over half of the teams in the NFL, which is great, man. That means they're interested in me, and I'll probably get a shot some kind of way. So I'm just blessed to be in this position, man. That's really all.
Yeah, it's just an opportunity, man. The journey, it's just that's all it takes. Like just one team to give you a chance, and that's all it is, bro. Like once those teams call you, just show out, man. That's all you gotta do.
Yes, sir. Definitely, that's the plan, man. I'm definitely do that.
So like once it becomes the opportunity, man, like draft's gonna be coming up pretty soon. So I'm pretty sure you're doing a couple of meetings, which I'm pretty aware that you're gonna go visit another team, but I'm pretty sure the interest keeps coming, bro. That's what makes it so interesting about the draft. You got those options, but you gotta wait until they call you or something.
Exactly, yes, sir. So my family be asking me like, "Am I excited?" Things like that. And of course, I'm happy, but you just never know where you're gonna go. So that's definitely what I'm waiting on. I don't really want to get too excited until like I know where I'm going. Then I'll be able to, loosen up and get a little more excited.
Yeah, you got to be excited, man. This is your opportunity, man. This is what you put the hard work on, because you went from 3 JUCO colleges and then you come to Troy. And when did you knew you were gonna play in the NFL at some point, man?
So even before this season, it kind of was like up in the air. I had worked so hard coming up into this last season, but sometimes things just you have to be realistic with yourself. Like sometimes things doesn't work. But like towards the middle of the season, towards the middle all the way to the end, a lot of different scouts was coming in. During the season, I was talking to them, and they kind of was telling me like you have the body size, so you have a great season. Finish strong. A couple sacks, couple TFLs. Like I did, I definitely have a shot. But really after my pro day, that's when things kind of just blew up. I had a great pro day, and it was unexpected. Like so, my projection in the 40 was like a 5.2. They projected me to bench like 20 times, but crushed every single thing that they had for me on there. So after that, when I started getting calls every single day, it's been nonstop kind of since my pro day. So definitely after my pro day was like, yeah, I definitely got a shot to at least get my foot in the door.
Yeah, solid speed, strength right there. So that's power right there. Usually for a defensive tackle, that's usually normal for that type of speed level. But for some of them, like the Aaron Donald speed, that's just the elite traits. But you got that, what you make up for that. You got that quickness, that quickness in the style. Oh, see, I guess one of these guys in the morning show would just finally had to wake up at this time. But yeah, you're a big dude. I mean, I like the fact you're like a big defensive lineman, and usually that's the type of guys that the Niners usually try to look for is those tall, lengthy guys. We have an Eric Armstead and a Javon Kinlaw, and we just signed Javon Hargraves. So I'm thinking, they met with you. They must like what they've seen from your tape, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's definitely what we talked about. Me and the D-line coach. It was definitely a great conversation. He expressed to me that he liked my game. Definitely something I need to work on. And I already knew that. It's definitely things that I want to work on anyway.
Ooh, okay. So what is something that you need to work on just coming into the NFL?
It'll definitely be like my pass rush. So a lot of the times I'm just bigger and stronger than a lot of guys, so I kind of just overpower them. That's pretty easy for me. I'm kind of strong, so I'll do that instead of really having a plan. So now I want to work on having a plan and being able to execute that plan, having counter moves. I also want to work on my pad level. Sometimes I get high in the run game. Sometimes I get a little too low in the run game. So I want to be able to get in a good spot every single time I'm coming off the ball. And I just want to be able to learn how to be a pro, man. I don't really know how to be a pro because I've never been a pro. So I really just want to get in and learn and be a sponge to everything that I can learn.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to learn from the coaches. It doesn't hurt to learn from the veterans. So it's like, I mean, you got the size, and that's what most NFL teams look at. You got the prototypical size, 6'4", 300 pounds. That's a natural size for a deep tackle, especially the ones who are very athletic that most teams look at. Oh, here's a good question. Does Shakel Brown have a football nickname?
No, I really don't have a football nickname at all. But like all my teammates still just call me Shaq. But the crazy thing is I do not like being called Shaq. But like everybody called me that, so it kind of was just too late to really try to fix it. But yeah, everybody Shaq though. But it's not really a football nickname though.
Oh, it's just like a short way to say your name. But if I had to give you a nickname, it would be Shake and Bake.
All right, yeah, that's cool. I like that. It's cool.
Yeah, because when you sack the quarterback, that's a shake and bake.
Yeah, it is definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, what are your favorite moments from your college football life?
It would definitely be this last season, man. Being able to win the championship with my brothers, the Sun Belt Conference Championship. That was great, man. We beat some teams that I had never beaten since I've been at Troy, Louisiana Lafayette, Coastal Carolina. It was definitely a great thing, man. And then we won our bowl game, which was my best game of my career. So it would definitely be that winning that ring with my brothers for my last year.
Yeah, Troy's got a really good program, and you chose the right path, man. You got some good guys that were there. I mean, your leading tackler at linebacker, and then you got the other defensive lineman that's got power too. But he's an undersized guy, but that dude's got some good strength out there.
He's strong.
He's fast too. I seen how he was clocking fast. Like, damn.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that guy right there, man. He a freak of nature, man. All he needs is opportunity, man. I promise you, he gonna be on somebody's team. That guy right there, yeah, that's a good dude. And on the field, hard worker, man. So I'm excited for him to see.
Yeah. Yeah, the fun part was he said I was like the first guy to get his last name correct. Like out of everybody else, everybody got it wrong. I'm like, really? I thought I was trying to go by my Latin type of style name of saying it, just to see if it was correct. Yes, and I guess he just said you're like the first one to get it correct because everybody said it wrong.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Ooh, since we're talking football-wise, what is your favorite defensive line scheme sets and why? 1 tech or 3 tech,
It'll definitely be 3 tech. I'm comfortable at any position. I've played all three. I've played, nose tackle, which is 1 tech. I played 3 tech, and I played 5 tech at defensive end. So, I'm comfortable at all of them. But 3 tech is my favorite. At a 5 tech, you have a longer time to get to the tackle, but 3 tech, you like right there off the snap of the ball.
You run right on there, yeah.
And I like having a little space. At 1 tech, it's not really much space, but at 3 tech, more space to get around and do different moves and things like that. But it'll definitely be 3 technique. That's where I excelled at this past season. All my production went up at 3 tech, so it definitely be that. But I could play anyone. It doesn't really matter to me. But 3 tech.
Oh, so 3 tech would be like your natural, but like you said, you could fit at any other tech. I mean,
yes, sir.
So, what did you guys run at Troy? Was it like a 3-4 defense, 4-3, or what was it?
It was 3-4. We were 4-3 my first 2 years, so I was playing like nose tackle or 3 technique. But this past year it was three down, so I was playing in a 4-eye. But it kind of was like more so a 3 tech from a 4-eye. So I'm stepping to a 3 tech every single time. So I was more so a 3 tech than anything.
Okay, so you adapt to that type of scheme wise. Okay, I like that. I can see why the Niners seem very interested in you. Maybe low key they are going to keep you on the fly.
Yes, sir.
I guess you and Will are kind of like in the radar, but I just like a big individual, man, a guy that can use his God-given strength, man, and just come at the quarterback. So is there ever like a sack dance that when you get to the quarterback, do you have a little dance to it or nah?
No, not really. I kind of just whatever I'm feeling at the time. I haven't really thought of really a sack dance. Like it normally just be like, I celebrate probably with my teammates or something. But definitely like my first one in the NFL is gonna be like I'm definitely gonna have to dance. I haven't thought about it yet, but I'm definitely gonna come up with something. Gotta show out for the family, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but are you the kind of guy on the field that just trash talks, or you just let your play do the talking?
I don't talk no trash. That's the crazy thing. But I definitely was talking trash in the last game, which was crazy because I don't talk trash. I don't really say much. I won't say that I don't talk trash, but I don't really just be yapping the whole time. Unless when the offensive lineman is like talking trash, then I'll say something.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And like if they come at you, it's okay to clap back at them. I mean, that's football. Yeah, exactly. What sets you apart from other defensive tackles, man?
So I would definitely say my skill set, man. A lot of guys got different skill sets and things, but I feel like it's a lot of guys who can't really like move how I can. I feel like I got all the intangibles. A lot of guys do as well, but I'm definitely a hard worker, man. I feel like in the right system, I won't be able to be stopped. The system changed at Troy. Me and Will Cholo split a lot of time. But I feel like, I get opportunity to be like a full-time guy, and it'll be like, people will be able to see like Shakel Brown is really a great player. And that's my mindset on it. So I feel like that definitely separates me. I feel like I'm just, I don't know, I'm kind of unstoppable sometimes if I'm 100% every time going full speed. Like I feel like nobody could block me. So I feel like that definitely separates me.
I mean, there's a lot of that potential that I can see, man, that power, that size. I mean, it's good, like to have somebody of that caliber size. I mean, how do you prepare for football games?
I kind of just, stretch, wake up, try to clear my mind, watch some highlights. I like to watch myself a lot. So if I'm watching other guys, I'm watching what they could do. But if I'm watching myself, I'm watching what I could do. Like I'm showing myself and visualizing what I could do. And I like to, take some time to really close my eyes and visualize the things I'm going to do in this game. And then try to go out and execute that. So I like to watch my JUCO highlights. I like to watch like different things that I could do, so I could just go out and perform at my best. So I try to get clips of my best plays, make it into one video, and I'll watch that before every single game. But I also will watch other guys too, to think about other little things to do. But for the most part, though, I kind of watch myself and things that I need to try to do better this game or something like that.
Yeah, it's okay to look at what you did wrong or look at what you can do better, and it's okay to watch other players so you can emulate more of your style of play a little bit. So
Yes, sir.
Oh, what was the most difficult class at Troy, and what was your favorite class?
So I had a class. I forgot the name of the class, man, but it was hard. It was like some kind of computer class where you had to do like computer like coding and stuff. But it definitely was hard, man. That was a very tough class. I ended up passing it, but it definitely was hard. And the next question is what was my favorite class? It would definitely be I had a murder class, like murder 101, with a teacher named Miss Vincent. That was probably my favorite class. She always kept things interesting. Um, every time we came in, we knew we had a different topic and things to talk about. So that was definitely my favorite. But murder 101.
Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, hey, something interesting, something kind of adventurous. I guess it's kind of like a Law and Order type of a thing.
Yeah, yeah, sir. It's crazy. I never had a murder class before, but it was pretty good.
Yeah. So just by your experience from going from visiting the West Coast, what was the difference from going to meet with the Niners? What was the environment like?
So like the difference was definitely the time. Like I'm like my body was still on like Eastern time because I stay on the East. So like it definitely was like a little different as far as like how my body felt. But it like the weather over there is actually great. Like I knew, you always hear that the weather's great over there. But it definitely was great. And I hear like, during like fall like training camp and stuff, it's not really steaming hot. Like it feels great out there. So it definitely would be that, man. It felt good. It felt like a great place to be. Um, I definitely like California, man. I could definitely see myself being over there for sure.
Oh yeah, you'll like the Mexican food out there too, if I'm being honest. I mean, but okay, we'll answer maybe a couple more questions, then we'll end on a high note. If you can hang out with any football players, past or present, for a day, who and why?
And it definitely be Aaron Donald, man. I wanna learn some things from him. He's the MVP and stuff like that. Defensive player of the year. I mean, for a reason. So, definitely want to get in with that guy, learn different things. Learn how to be a pro. How he approached the game, and then how does he approach the off season? Different like little things that I can learn from somebody who's at the top of their game. And just be able to be a sponge, man. That's the main thing. I want to be a sponge right now and learn as much as I can. So being around a guy like that would definitely help me, improve my game.
Oh, absolutely. Aaron Donald is one of the best at his position, and it would be just to learn from the guy. I mean, he may be the undersized guy, but that guy's got some moves. So it's like hang out with this guy, you might just learn a thing or two.
Yes, sir. Definitely. That's the plan. If I do ever get the opportunity to be around him, so yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a funny one. We always do these little funny questions, but sometimes my little fans are just like put a little something funny. But okay, can Shakel Brown give us a good old Troy Trojan one all chart? Sorry.
Well, I mean, what you want me to sing the song or something?
Yeah, something like that. Like what's like the song of what you guys do at Troy?
So like after every win, we sang with the band, and then we sing in the locker room. So it's like different. So it's like, here's to the school we're love, we're Trojans one and all. We will always cheer for victory. It will never let us go, 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 go. Here's to TROY, never run away. Oh my God. Fight, 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 and win today. Hey, I forgot the song already, man. I'm tripping, but
It's all good, man. It's all about having a good time.
I sung it 12 times last year, and I forgot it already, man. But that's definitely we sung out to every win at Troy. So
Yeah. Sometimes I like to be a little funny on the show, but it's always good to have good people with good humors. And I guess we already asked this question about the scout stuff, but hey, I know you probably got some stuff to do at like the next hours or so, bro. But it's gonna be a great journey, bro. You're gonna have a great opportunity. You came a long ways, going from 3 JUCO colleges and then going to Troy, that develops one of the best defensive linemen in the country. That speaks volume, dude. Like you came a long ways.
yes, sir, definitely did. Yes, sir.
Oh, so before we end this on a high note, man, I wish you the best of luck, man. I'm definitely going to root for you, whether you play for my team or not. I want you to succeed, man. That's what I want. I want any other human being that puts that heart on the field, bro. I respect football players because I played in semi-football, but I may not have played in the NFL level, but I respect guys who put their hearts out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
No problem, bro. So before we end this, tell everybody where they can find your social media platform and just tell me what your goal is going into the NFL.
Well, you guys can find me at Shakel Brown on all social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It's the same for everyone. And what people can expect from me is just, come in, be a hard worker, man. Just come in and just be ready to play, ready to learn how to be a pro, learn how to be, a great player. So it's definitely big things coming for Shakel Brown, man. We just got to wait and see where that opportunity come from.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Big things are going to happen. But for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, we'll see you guys soon.
Yes, sir.